Well, hi, this is Linda, and it's just about cherry picking time for the van cherries. These are pie cherries. This side has already been pre-picked for the first batch, and they don't all come ripe at the same time. I suppose that's so that the birds get plenty of time to eat all they want. And we'll go up through the orchard into the garden. This is a bee balm bush. The butterflies and hummingbirds, there's one as we speak. Hummingbirds absolutely love this. Its technical name is Monarda. It's also known as a I can't remember the other name. Anyway, it makes a wonderful, bergamot tea. Bergamot. This is our potato patch for the red potatoes. And they are almost up to my waist in places. This is another bergamot of a little bit different color. And these are crazy daisies. This is really part of our vegetable garden, but I can't help but have a few decorations for the eye. I harvested some broccoli yesterday and 2 small heads of cauliflower. I have these big, beautiful red potatoes, very healthy looking, like I say, almost up to my thighs. These flowers are actually my arugula going to seed. My arugula comes up wild. And yesterday we picked our first picking of shell peas. So what's left out here is a little bit narrow, but coming on. You pick them every 3 or 4 days. My zucchini bushes. We picked our first zucchini yesterday. We're not the first on the block to harvest anything, but we certainly get a big harvest come fall. These are black-seeded Simpson lettuce, and absolutely huge. You can see by my hand how large these are. These, I have 2 of these artichoke bushes that I was able to winter over, which is a little unusual in northwest Montana where we live. I picked 2 of them, and looks like here's another one that the ants are taking a liking to. Bok choy, again, it comes up on its own. These are our other 2 kinds of potatoes. 2 rows of yellow Finnish potatoes, which we've been growing for 45 years. And a half a row of deep purple all the way through. Our carrots are coming along quite nicely. I've been saving seeds from these carrots since, at least 5 years. These poppies are just gorgeous. They come up on their own, and I let them go because I need food for the eyes as well as the lips. Cosmos are coming along. Here we have pod peas, sugar pod. They have been growing, saving seeds from them for at least 10 years. And they do quite nicely here. They get burnt out when it gets too hot, but our normal hot days have been in the 80s, which is a bit hot for peas. But they seem to do okay. These are calendulas. And we have click beetles that absolutely love yellow flowers. And in order to get rid of them, I have a little bucket with a little bit of warm water and a dab of soap, and we simply, these don't seem to bite, but they are poisonous to birds. The birds won't eat them. And I just put them in the bucket of water. They don't swim very well. Here we have kale that seems to spring up on its own every year. If you let a few go to seed, you'll always have plenty of kale. These poppies are Shirley poppies, also known as bread poppies. And when these pods get brown, these little crowns will suddenly pop up overnight, leaving little holes. You can turn them upside down, shake out the poppies, and use them for poppy seed cakes or decoration on breads. Dill, again, it comes up wild. These pretty little daisies are chamomile. They make a great sleepy time tea. We harvest the flowers and dry them in the house. I have a short row here of basil, which I overwintered in the house. You can take cuttings of basil, put it in water. They will root. You can put them in potting soil, keep them over the winter. And in the spring, do the same thing, snip off little branches, root them, and you will have basil forever. This is my spinach, which has definitely gone by, and I don't pull it because not all of them, but some of them are producing these little teeny seeds. They're green now, they will turn brown. I will have spinach seeds to share with the neighbors. This is a double row of celery. And our celery is, thigh high almost. We have plenty. Even the leaves can be used when we harvest in the fall. These get chopped up and put in baggies in the freezer for soup stews. Here's a row of onions. I like mostly copra onions. And these are another kind of onion. It's called a topset onion or a Egyptian walking onion, laughingly so called because these top young sets will get so heavy they'll bend down to the ground, root, and take off and produce a whole new plant. Both the tops and the mother in the ground can be eaten. They're a little bit bitier, a little more tart than a onion that you would grow like these globe onions, but they are really good soups and stews. Again, more lettuce that I didn't even plant. They just come up because I saved the seeds. You don't get them all, and they just winter over and come up where they will. This is a hops vine. It's growing on the fence. And in the fall, it has just oodles of these small, unusual flowers, which they use for making beer. I don't make beer, but could. And here we have a large sage plant that is ready to clip and dry. And there are some thyme plants, 2 different kinds. More bok choy. Small cabbages are not doing terribly well this year. Upper end of the carrots. Again, more arugula. It plants itself where it wants. More lettuce at the edge of the garden. This has been stepped on, walked over, and it just keeps coming back. A few more peas on the fence. And that's just about the whole garden.